hey, whatever part of the process that you're in, give yourself a little bit of grace. Okay? Cut yourself a little bit slack. Cut yourself a little bit of slack. Whatever part of the process that you're in, give yourself a little grace, cut yourself a little bit of slack. I'm not saying be totally a mush, right? I'm not saying be extremely irresponsible and like be like a little demon. I'm saying cut yourself some slack for where you're at in the process. Like, I'm 26 years old. I'm pretty young, and the whole world will make you feel like you need to be somewhere else and you need this, you need that, and like, if I have 100-year lifespan, which is like very possible, I'm only 25% of the way, just a little bit over 25% of the way towards my 100 years, right? I'm only a quarter in the entire game, right? So even if you're 50 years old, you still have like 50 years left. So don't be like killing yourself off and shit, and you have half a life left. I have 75% of my life as far as being alive in this body like left, right? So give yourself a little credit. Give yourself a little pick-me-up. Appreciate where you are in the process. Appreciate you taking the risk. Appreciate you fucking up, falling on your face. Appreciate the people who've screwed you over. Appreciate all the wisdom that you're gaining, all the experience, the lessons, the connections you've made, the relationships, the increases in your bandwidth, in your mental bandwidth, in your capacity. Allow that to come through too, right? And don't be so hard on yourself. And it's really easy to be hard on yourself. I'm somebody who actually does it, who's done it, and somewhere I'm working on right now, right? It's something in a place I'm working on in my life. So chances are you could be doing the same thing. You could probably be a little bit hard on yourself, and gotta think about, why are you so hard on yourself? You gotta ask yourself the questions. Why are you so hard on yourself? Why do you make it so difficult on yourself? Why do you put so much pressure on yourself? And dig a little bit deeper, right? It's like, why do these insecurities bother you? Why are these triggers and these things, relevant for you, right? What do they actually do for you? Ask these questions, because I know they lead to better answers, better solutions, and a better way of life after you're done, giving them so much power and stuff. Like, you start to realize what things are, and then bring it back to being in grace, trusting that everything's connected. We're all part of like the same thing. We all come from the same place. We're here now, we're going back to the same place later. And so you do get what you focus on. So when you are at a higher vibe, when you do feel grateful, when you feel appreciative, when you're counting your blessings, more and more blessings come. When you're sharing more, you're being of service more and more blessings come. But you know what? When you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, when you're selfish, when you're self-sabotaging, you're defeating yourself via your thoughts, your energy, all these things, you're going to fuck your life up, and you're going to fuck people's lives up around you without you even wanting to, because you're being fucking selfish. And because you don't want to take accountability for where you are, because you put yourself there and nobody else did that but you. Maybe you had some help along the way from other people, but they're just giving back to you what you were giving them. And then you end up back at square one. So, give yourself a little grace. Recognize it's all good. God does love us. God loves you. God loves me. God loves all of us, right? Yeah, there's crazy things that do happen in the world. Yeah, there are, people do want to steal from you. People do want to, drain you of your life force energy. Energies and demons are real. Nasty things do happen on the earth. Let's not forget about all that stuff, right? But I guess the real thing is, how do we respond instead of reacting to these things? And how do we use these lessons and these turmoils and these things that have happened to us to bring ourselves more peace, and then bring the people around us more peace? And, when you start to do this work, you start to realize that other people around you are doing the work as well. And it's a great little thing. It's like a domino effect, right? And the domino effect can happen with positivity, with having grace, right? With the help of our angels, with the help of love in the world, the domino effect of that, of spreading the positivity of goodness, or the domino effect can happen of just evil. And we see it on the planet today too. And they're trying to popularize it and make it the most important thing, right? To keep you in a stuck state, in a lower vibrational state, in a state where you're in fear, doubt, worry, and all you do is sow the seeds of fear, doubt, worry, scarcity, lack, separation, ego, destruction, instead of being creative, instead of sowing good seeds, right? So it's like, what seeds are we sowing? Recognize where we're at in the process, see what kind of seeds we're sowing. If you don't like the outputs, we could change the inputs and do better, right? And not be so hard on ourselves, you know? Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect, and there's always room to grow. So if the message resonated with you, feel free to let me know. That's why I make these messages. I know somebody out there, it could be just one person, one or two people, you know, it can really soak up the message, you know? You know how many people are probably watching my videos? Even if it's a couple hundred people here and there, they don't drop a like, but they walked away listening to the whole video. They didn't drop a comment, but they listened to it and they took that with them, right? So I know the power of what I got in here and how I could share it, and I send that to you too. You guys got the power as well. You guys have what it takes, and you're more than enough. You're more than capable, and it might not be easy all the time, but it's okay. It's okay. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.